We're gonna go on the record and state, I realize you were not expecting to be here, so your address is excused, that's fine. So we're going on the record in 2024 CR 0735, State of Texas versus Claudia Aaron. Could I have the parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense?
Christian Vega for the defense.
All right, you're here for a bond?
Yes, Your Honor. Elizabeth Russell, attorney of record, had filed a motion to set bond.
Well, let me ask you this. Because previously I had the attorney of record as Jody Sawyers. Has she filed a motion to withdraw?
I believe there was a motion to withdraw, and then Elizabeth filed into the case.
Well, no, I mean, has it been signed?
That is my understanding, Judge. I don't know if that's what reflects on.
All right, so we'll need to find if that's done, because if that has not been done, then Jody Sawyers is still the attorney. So let's figure that out first.
Yes, Judge.
And I'll see if I can look up on my system.
You see that's on us. Good to see you.
You too?
Judge, Elizabeth Russell was appointed on July 17th.
No, but she may have been appointed, but her retained attorney was Jody Sawyers. So unless Jody Sawyers filed a motion to withdraw, then she is still the attorney. And unless that motion to withdraw was signed, she's still the attorney. So my question is, has a motion to withdraw been signed? If not, she's the attorney. And you're saying that Elizabeth Russell was appointed?
Yes, I believe after that motion was granted.
All right, so the first question is whether or not that motion was granted. Because if that motion has not been granted, then that is her attorney. All right, so what I do know from my memory, what I do know is that Ms. Sawyers at first wanted to be withdrawn from the case because she said she was having issues with Ms. Aaron's father interfering with her ability to represent her. However, that motion was never signed because where we left off was the father gave Ms. Sawyers, Ms. Aaron's medical records. And then after that, Ms. Sawyers never asked that the motion to withdraw be heard again. So Ms. Sawyers is her attorney. And if somebody has appointed an attorney, then that's interfering and that's unethical to appoint an attorney when she has a hired attorney.
I think that might be the confusion here, Judge. It seems like the dates where she filed this motion on 7/2, and then Elizabeth Russell was appointed after that without any substitution. So
And there can't be a substitution when an attorney has been retained and manager assigned counsel. I'm assuming manager assigned counsel appointed somebody, or?
I'm not sure, Judge.
All right, so then Jody Sawyers is the attorney of record.
Okay.
So if you want to get in touch with Jody Sawyers and
Yes,
have
I'll see what I
her
can
here,
do.
and then somebody else needs to find out if she's retaining a counsel, then how is she qualified for a court-appointed attorney? Those are issues that need to be addressed, unless we're just giving everybody a court-appointed attorney, whether or not they can afford one.
I'll look into
These are
that.
just questions the court has.
I understand, Judge, and I can look into that. For efficiency, Mr. Escobar has indicated that, he'll defer to your judgment on this issue of whether or not she's.
Oh, state's attorney will need to be here.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so I'll be here all day.
Good, Judge.
So if you all want to get in touch with Jody Sawyers, you can.
We will. Thank you,
All right.
Judge.
Okay, you're good. All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Got most of the stuff moved, so
Sorry, what?
I got most of my stuff moved. It's just, bottle fell on my foot right as I was.
Oh, wow.
moving the box. Yeah, so, yeah, horrible pain.
Well, let me just tell you, LSU lost, Florida lost. But hey, we still can pick things up.
Exactly. All right, Judge, see you later.
All right, thank you. Is there anything you need?
Yes, Judge, if I could approach.
Yes.
Your Honor, I have a voucher, old voucher. I don't know what happened, why it wasn't paid before. So I redid it and they said it's past the date to talk to you.
Oh. You
So,
can talk to me. I think when people are appointed to represent people, they should be paid.
yeah, thank you, Judge. I agree with that.
I have no idea why this one.
They just said, talk to you, get you to sign it and they'll pay.
Oh, sure.
So, Thank you, Judge.
And I'll put on here, I think they still won't do it unless you put extraordinary circumstances.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Judge. I appreciate
You're welcome. I've been there.
it. Know how it is. It's good. Yeah, it's good when someone knows, has been through the same problem.
All right, if you'll give that to them in the back.
Yeah, well, they said e-file it or something like that, so,
Oh, they are doing that now, but
Yeah.
you need to make sure that clerk doesn't have to sign off on it.
okay, I'll do that then. Thank you,
Thank you.
Judge.
You're
Thanks for your help.
And you can talk to her when they bring her out. Here's the issue. She retained an attorney. That attorney did not have a motion to withdraw signed. She's still the attorney. And what ended up happening at that hearing is there was an issue where the defense attorney said that the father of her client is interfering with her ability to represent her. But the father ended up turning over medical documentation to the defense attorney. And then that was that. There was no re-urging of the motion to withdraw. And there's nothing in the system that shows, one, that a motion to withdraw has been signed. So if a motion to withdraw has not been signed, that's still the attorney. And correct me if I'm wrong, for the MAC to appoint her an attorney while she has a retained attorney in felony court, that appears that may be interfering with the attorney-client relationship. And then the next questions become, if she was able to afford to hire an attorney, then why is she receiving appointed attorney, a court-appointed counsel? So if you wish to speak to her, you can. But what I can tell parties is I am not proceeding unless Ms. Sawyers appears because she's listed as her attorney of record.
May I address the court?
I mean, no, that's what I've said. So if I'm not proceeding without Attorney Sawyers being here because technically that is her client. And I haven't received a motion to withdraw.
Have, and it's on file.
It hasn't been signed.
The order, you're correct. The motion has been signed by Ms. Sawyers. The order has not been signed, but there's a
No.
YouTube video in which your court said that as soon as Ms. Aaron reappeared, you would sign the order. She's here. So we're requesting that you
No.
sign the order.
Ms. Sawyer needs to be here.
She is in a jury trial for several days. So you're saying Ms. Aaron is going to
Have a
to sit
seat.
in
Have a
custody?
seat. Thank
Okay.
you. All right,
I'll
so
let you
I'm going to
guys-
proceed with this hearing. Excuse me, I don't understand the attitude. Have a seat. I will take your matter up. I was explaining to you what the issues were. I don't know why people don't understand what I'm saying. I've explained to you what the issues are. You see these attorneys sitting here. I was giving you all opportunity to speak to her so you can understand what the court's issues are. That's where we are.
Judge, we
And
can't
then
bring
I'm going to
Ms.
take
Sawyers
this
here.
hearing up and then we'll continue with your matter.
I'm not the court-appointed attorney, as you've already mentioned, so
No,
I'll
you're not.
contact Ms. Sawyers.
Thank you. All right, are you all ready?